took a little break for a couple of weeks, but I'm excited to be back playing Zoo. Today we're going to be playing in the Modern Last Chance qualifier for the Modern Online Championship Series. I am going back to Preordain. So if you've been following along for a while, you know that I enjoy. I've been playing a lot of Bowmaster in recent lists, recent events, things like that. But I'm back to Preordain. I think the reasoning behind that is when I look at this kind of post Lost Caverns of Ixalan meta, I see two top decks, which are Scam and Rhinos. And then I think after that, it gets a little unclear of like what the decks to beat in Modern are. I think you can make an argument for Amulet Titan. I think there will be some kind of Omnath Bean lists represented. And then you've got all the kind of usual suspects in Modern that you see. So one of the, but with Rhinos and Scam at the top, I'm happy to have Preordain back in the main deck. I think Bowmasters is pretty bad against Rhinos, and it's not amazing against Scam. Like, yes, you can ping their Bowmaster, you can ping Ragavan, but I've always felt it to be kind of mid against Scam, and I'd rather have Preordain. So I put Preordain back in the main. This main is actually the same main that I used to play a couple months back for parts of the RCQ season. I know some people have won RCQs, have won other events with very similar kind of 60 cards. And then looking at the sideboard here, I have made a few small tweaks. So the biggest change is I did make room for 2 Reprieve and 2 Celestial Purge. I like Reprieve against Rhinos a lot. I think especially with the Tidebinder in the meta, and Tidebinder is very good against us. It kills Territorial Kavu, so I think I like Reprieve even more. It was always good against Cascade decks. It's good against big mana decks. It's going to be good against Omnath, good against Amulet Titan, things like that. So I just like having the 2 in for it's just the versatility is so nice. And like obviously you can Reprieve Rhinos, that's normally, or Crashing Footfall is normally what you're going to do. But sometimes you might, if a opponent is holding up mana, plays Tidebinder to kill a Kavu, you can Reprieve the Tidebinder, your Kavu stays alive, you deal damage, you get the Kavu trigger still, and you draw a card, and I think that's pretty good. It's basically a time walk, plus you draw a card, plus your Kavu stays alive for a turn, pushing through 5 damage, so it's pretty powerful. I have 2 Celestial Purge, that's going to be against Scam. I'm okay with trimming down to 1 Chain to the Rocks. I think Chain to the Rocks was really good against like Murktide and certain decks, but I think Murktide's on the downswing, so I've only got 1 Rest in Peace and 1 Chain to the Rocks. 2 Celestial Purge for the Scam matchup. Again, that's like, it's also good against Yawgmoth. It's pretty narrow otherwise, but I think with Scam, such a big part of the meta, you just want Purge. And the rest of the deck is pretty much what I've usually had in the sideboard. You got Flusterstorm for those Cascade matchups. Natural States can be good against Urza Saga decks. If they also play other artifacts, good against Amulet, Hammer, things like that. Tear Asunder, just versatility. Good against Blood Moon. Good against any kind of big threats. Good against the Ring. And then we got 2 Hidetsugu Consumes All. That's going to be for the Rhinos matchup. Okay, and looks like we're getting started with round 1. If you enjoy this kind of content, you can subscribe, and let's get started. Okay, looking at this hand, this is pretty solid. We got turn 1 Ragavan into turn 2 Kavu. Obviously, it depends on the matchup, but I'm going to keep this. My opponent also began the game with 7 cards in hand. Okay, unknown matchup with my opponent. They do play Marsh Flats, which is not a typical card. I do have to worry about Bowmaster, so I think we are going to be happy to... we do have 2 Ragavans. We could play Ragavan into Bowmaster. It's not a great exchange, but what else am I doing on turn 1? I could get a Zagoth Triome. I think I'm just going to force him to have it in an unknown matchup. He could have Ren 6 too. Again, we have 2 Ragavans. I'm going to just play my cards in hand. I have a lot of cards in hand to play, so sometimes you can try to play around things. Sometimes you just play your cards. Like if he goes Bowmaster Ping, he goes Bowmaster Ping. I live with it. There's Blood Crypt tapped. Let's see if he has Bowmaster. Okay, I guess we're just against Scam with Marsh Flats. Normally I wouldn't play Bowmaster or play Ragavan into this. Okay, he's just going to scam a Fury instead. Or just Fury instead. Okay, he's going to scam a Fury. I'm looking for a Leyline Binding. He might go turn 3 Fable, so that could be a reason to play this Heath and just play Ragavan to chump. I'm not advancing my board that much. Other option would be to... So we could try to kill the Fury, right? We could potentially go block with Bolt Fury, block with Ragavan. If he has another Undying spell, it's pretty bad. We also just play Ragavan, hold up Stub. So I think I'm going to go Foothills, play We can also dash Ragavan. I think that's correct. I don't think I want to play a Kavu into just getting killed right away. I think we're going to play this. He could go turn 3 Fable, and I might just stub it. So now we have the option to play Stub or Bolt. Let's see if he just has Bolt here. He does not. I could take 8. We know he doesn't have Bowmaster. I think I might just take 8 here. Like, the biggest problem is if he has another Undying spell. He could just have nothing, at which point I think I'm pretty happy with that. I'll just attack with Ragavan. I think it's unlikely he has nothing, but we know he doesn't have Bowmaster in hand. I'm just going to take 8 here. Hoping he jams Fable, and then I can attack. Okay, jams Dothy. Is fine. Is it fine? Can't block. Okay, and he has Ragavan. That's pretty bad. Okay, that's fine, though. How are we going to sequence this one? So, let's get our Zagoth Triome. Another Ragavan. Play Scion. Stub's pretty dead right now. Kill Dothy. So we have to deal with Fury and Dothy. I'm just going to still have to 2-for-1 myself for the Fury. And if he has another Undying spell, I'll just lose. I think that's fine. 1 card in hand. This is awkward, right? Because if I attack with Ragavan, I can't block Fury then. He probably just attacks with Dothy then. I guess I didn't sequence this quite right. I could have just traded Ragavans. I'm going to have to play this Ragavan anyway. Back there. I don't think I sequenced that correctly. I think I should have just attacked with Ragavan, traded the Ragavans, played Scion, play Ragavan, although I guess I end up with the same end state. Bolt Dothy. Could just wait and then hold up the bolt and then try to kill the Fury. And if he has Undying spell, I just lose. Tough decision. Opponent had a good start. Only turn 3. I feel like I'm in a tough position. So what if we kill Dothy? So we need to survive a turn to have our Kavu kill Fury. That should be the priority, which means I can trade a Ragavan for a Ragavan, play a Ragavan, and then play Kavu the following turn with Stub Up. I'm dead to a removal spell in that case. He hasn't shown himself to have a removal spell. I guess I'm still not dead to a removal spell in that case. There's a world where he doesn't block this, and I can play a Kavu. That's the best case. Oh, yes. 1 card in hand. He has a removal spell. I'm screwed. Fine. Bolt Dothy next turn. Stub it if he Undyings it. Guess he's just got Hardcast Grief. So now it's going to be really hard. He's going to take the Shieldred. Okay. I guess I just lose. Main deck Shieldred. I can't double Bolt Shieldred because... okay, what are my options here? Okay, so we know we have to kill Shieldred. That touch is going to be a problem, but First Strike is good. I think we attack with these two. He lets it all go. I'm dead anyway. Probably knows that, but I'll get a Ragavan trigger. Can't loot with Kavu. But attack with Scion. That is the question. He can't block it, so I could do 9, 11. I could kill him if he doesn't block anything, but he's going to at least block. I'm guessing Ragavan on Ragavan, maybe? I have an out. Attack. He's going to block Fury on Ragavan, not block Shieldred. I think he's going to take 9, so I think I have to attack with everything. I'll be 1 mana short, though. Brutal. So I need to hope the Ragavan connects. Yeah, this was just a good curve by him. I need him to punt here. Okay. We're going to be 1 mana short. If he blocks this way, we're 1 mana short. Need him to not block at all. We used up a lot of clock there, but I'm a little rusty with the deck, so be expected. Don't block with anything. You know you want to. Yeah, 1 red source short. Brutal. Yeah, let's think about this for a second. And I forward to not kill Fury and win. No. I can go to 1. So he's going to take 9. Go to Bolt Ragavan. Doesn't help me. Yeah, I don't think of an out here, right? Because I'm going to do 9, but I'm going to be short. Even if I do that, I don't think I have a way to win. Kill the Ragavan. Play a Ragavan. Hope he makes a mistake. I can't do that, though, because I have no blockers. I don't think I have any outs. I need 1 more red mana, and I would have won. Is what it is. I Bolt Fury. Go to 1. Okay, I didn't think we had an out there. I mean, my opponent just had a really good curve, to be honest. He curved out Ragavan. Was it? Well, I don't remember the exact. Maybe it was Ragavan into Fury. No, I don't know. But, like, it did. Dothy into Shieldred. Like, it was just brutal. That's okay. I'm way behind on clock, but I was playing slow to try to... I mean, it happens. Okay, for this matchup, let's go Tear Asunders. Let's go Purges. Go Chain of the Rocks. Let's cut on Stubs. On Brawlers. They do occasionally play Bolt. I actually don't need to cut that many Brawlers, right? Because... I think this is fine. I used to not cut all my Stubs, but it's kind of Stubs versus Tribal Flames on the play. Maybe Stubs better. Or the 4th Tribal Flames. Let's try this. Again, I'm doing roughly my sideboard guide, but it's like my main has changed a little bit, and my sideboard's changed a little bit, so we're just kind of tweaking it as we go. I'm wondering if I was supposed to play something differently there. I think it's just Shieldred was so brutal. Like, he's probably playing 1 in the main deck, and to hit it there was just so bad for me. But, I think maybe there could have been a sequence I could have played better. Thought I was in a decent position. Okay, I'm going to keep this. He has a removal spell. He has 7, so he probably says scam something. Okay, he maybe takes both Brawlers, but it's just not dead after all. Oh, it comes... That's so brutal. It comes back untapped? Oh, because he got Undying Evil and not the fucking... Real. Okay. It just doesn't feel good. I get it, scam grief, whatever, but I just didn't know he had exactly Undying Evil instead, so that means this could come back and tap. That, like, changes the game so much. That comes in not tapped. Like, it's just ridiculous, actually. It's actually so ridiculous. Preordain's good. Need green for Tear Asunder, probably. Get a forest. We know we're going to draw, but you usually want to fetch first. Purge is good, but I can't cast it with this mana. I don't have white yet. So we'll bottom, top. Oh, actually, I should have... Maybe I should have protected myself against discard and just go hit it with a land. I think it's fine, though, unless he, like, scams a grief here. Then I'll feel like an idiot, but... Holding up Bowmaster. Life total's low. Go to 8. Tear Asunder. Grief. He's showing no I Dash Monkey and Purge, it's really bad if he has Bowmaster. We play what he knows I have in hand. If he has Bowmaster. Not, I still think it was smart to play around it. Could still have Bowmaster. If I Dash Monkey and a Bowmaster, it's pretty bad. Do I care, though? Oh, I tapped wrong. I don't have Purge up. That was so bad, actually. We'll Dash Monkey, force him to have it. If he has it. He does. Come on, dude. Stop having everything. Yeah, I was supposed to just hold up Bowmaster then. Or, you know, hold up everything. Hold up Purge, I mean. Okay. Goes with the destroy target creature. Not in a great place. Might have to Purge a Bowmaster, which isn't a great place to be either. Okay. Still not in a great place. Tribal Flames now. For what, though? If he plays Shieldred, I lose, so I need to save the Tribal Flames for that. He's a discard deck, though, so it's not great. I could wipe his board. I mean, I'm so far behind. I don't think I can move, though. I could, like, deal with his whole board. Now he's still got 3 cards in hand. I'm in top deck mode. I don't know. I just got blown out both these games. It's just usually how it goes with these tournaments, to be honest. Yeah, I'm expecting Shieldred. I can Tribal Flames it. Can't hold up an Undying Spell. I don't have double red, notably. Yeah, we just got dunked on these games. Fetched around Blood Moon. I feel like it hurt me. Dude, what is this? Unreal. Okay. Yeah, that's it. 0-2 right away. I felt like my opponent had strong hands. Maybe I'm wrong. That's it, though. Look at our prizes. I have to still play out, so I'll see you guys for round 2. Okay, I am back for round 2. I think this is a 5-lander. I think I'm supposed to mulligan this. Amazing. This hand's much better. I'm on the play. Probably just put back a Binding. Start off with turn 1 Ragavan. See what my opponent does here. I'm not sure what list they're going to be on. Looks like they play a lot of other formats, so I couldn't really tell what they might be playing for Modern. So we're going to start out here with Steam Vents into Ragavan. Opponent also has 6 in hand. Companion. Steam Vents Ragavan. See if my opponent thinks I'm Zoo right away. I guess that could be like Breach or something like that. Pendlehaven. Okay, so we are going against... Dude, seriously? Okay, what are my options here? Not great options. We could bind this Haywire Might and go swing in with Ragavan. That doesn't develop my gameplay that much, but I don't hate that. Usually I like to attack their threats anyway in this matchup against Scales. Soul Cauldron. Okay, there's also a world where we can stub something here with our treasure token. We'll see. Probably unlikely, though, in this matchup. Unless my opponent just doesn't play around stub. Be nice. Interesting main deck Haywire Might. I feel like against... Assuming this is not... when we saw the Soul Cauldron, I guess this could be Yawgmoth instead of Scales. I don't know that Scales would main deck. I guess as a Saga target, they probably main deck Haywire Might. So there's Nexus. I mean, it's definitely Scales. Let's see if he plays not a creature. I think it's going to be a creature. Fake out. Not sure what my opponent's doing. If he has a 2-drop. Hangerback Walker. Okay. I think I will still attack with Ragavan. He kills his Hangerback, and with only 1 token, I'm fine with that. If I get another land, he gets Scion. I think I'm still attacking with Ragavan. Play Kavu. I don't think bolting Hangerback because he'll get the token. That useful right now? Although I might bolt it if he doesn't block. He does. Sure. I can't play Scion. Play our Kavu. So unlikely to have Urza Saga in his hand. We'll see what else he has. I can stub something that could... But he only has 1 Thopter token, which is pretty nice for me, actually. But there's his Saga. He has another creature. He has Zabaz. Okay, he doesn't have red mana, so let's see what he does with this. I could destroy Zabaz. I want to just wait for him to start sacrificing artifacts. Although if I kill Zabaz now, he can make this a 2-2. And he's going to lose out on these counters. But is it too early to do that? I want to kill Zabaz now. So just keep his Ravager smaller. But maybe I'm supposed to wait for him to like sack a bunch of things. I'll make a 2-2 flyer. I don't care about that. We're probably going to get outgrounded by Urza Saga this game. We needed a 3rd land. Play a Scion. Okay, we got the 3rd land, but we didn't get a black source. So now we need to loot away this breeding pool to find something else. I don't think we're in a great position. Maybe I wasn't supposed to... I shouldn't have gotten greedy with sacking. And could have just killed the Ravager. There's an argument for that. Could just... Am I dead next turn? I don't think I'm dead. We're going low on life, but... Again, I don't think this stub ED is going to get any value at this point. But maybe he still has the Scales in hand or something. And maybe the Ravager was scarier, but I think the problem is the Ravager... Or sorry, Zabaz just helps the Ravager grow so much. See if I can get value out of this stub. I doubt it. Maybe I should have just gotten a Triome and just given up on stub entirely to save 2 life. I don't know. Might get a Soul Cauldron or something that's useful to stub. Notably, he already used up his Haywire Might, so I wonder what he would get. Probably just like the Otholith. Okay, well, this isn't bait for something else, but after this, no other green sources. Yeah, I'm going to block the Thopter token, right? I mean, what else would he have that could kill me? He could have Ballista or 1. Still wouldn't kill me. Unless I'm not thinking of something he could have. He could sack 2 artifacts. No, I think this is fine. I don't know what he would have here. We'll sack this, that's fine. If he didn't realize Scion had flying, he had to and then see what this is about, but I'm assuming he knows. It is kind of confusing though, because flying's listed after domain on Scion, so I've had people have this issue before, especially in paper. They don't realize Scion has flying because it's not listed at the top of the card like it normally would be. guessing because domain has to do with the cost. Anything with the cost is listed at the top of the card always. Or maybe I'm wrong and he has a way to ping Scion. You have to do an extra damage though. 2 damage, not just 1, so I don't know how you could do that. The issue is I might be dead next turn. It goes like Saga plus like, you know, sacks everything. I'm probably just dead. So I'm not in a great spot unless I can top deck like a binding or something. I'm assuming he doesn't have a second Haywire Might. I could be wrong though. Don't know what my opponent is doing. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. That's a 2/2 Ravager. Like a Leyline Binding, please. I'm gonna do it. I don't think I win by. I think I just attack with everything. I don't think I win by like not attacking, and I loot away this land. And I know he can kill me, but at the same time, I don't think I'm winning by letting like untap with Saga and all this other stuff. Maybe I'm wrong though, and I'm just dead no matter what now because I can't kill him. I think I have to loot with Kavu. Go get a blocker at least. Not in great shape. He is a little choked on land. Like if he wants to block with a Nexus, which he evidently doesn't, so he's probably gonna make a token and make his thing huge. But at least I can block it with Nacatl. Right now, I can at least to get like Zabaz and do a bunch of stuff and I lose. But he doesn't have mana to make it flying. See, he needs White Source. We'll see. I think it might be dead. Just this Saga, too good. It didn't quite have a fast enough clock. It's turn 5. I needed to win on turn 4. Just didn't have it. Now he can. I guess if he has like Shadow Spear. That I don't think they main deck Shadow Spear. I could be wrong though. Then I just lose. I'm trying to think of maybe like back to when I killed the Zabaz. Was I supposed to do that? Or was I supposed to wait till he started like sacking things to Ravager? I don't know. Because that's like that made him lose the counters. At least he had less. His Ravager state's smaller. I don't know. Ragavan's just not that great in this matchup. He has too many creatures that can wall it. Yeah, he gets the Ozolith. I did. Maybe. I did. Sacks Ravager to put it on Yawgmoth Nexus or on Ballista maybe. I feel like I'm dead. Sacks Ravager puts it on Ballista. Maybe I'm wrong though. Still not enough to kill me, I don't think. There's something else. A 6/6. Oh, that is enough to kill me. Okay, so he found it. I guess that was that's the game. So that's what I was worried about. I thought I was dead, but I don't think like me not attacking there doesn't do anything. Like I need to find a binding or something like that. I just gave him too much time again. It's like I need to win on turn 4 against scales. Especially pre-board when I don't have more disruption, but I just didn't have enough pressure to do it. So as usual, Saga's just brutal. Okay, so we want Tear Asunders, we want Natural States, we want Rest in Peace. I'm not sure if I usually bring in Chain of the Rocks, but we want Hidetsugu for sure. Stubbs pretty bad. I think we want to take out Stubbs. See how I usually board for this. I thought I had scales here. Yeah, it's not on my list, but I want to trim on 1-drops. Like Ragavan seems bad. I'm 2 Ragavan. Maybe I have Preordain. Nacatl's okay, but we're bringing Hidetsugus. Maybe this is too low on threats. I think this is fine. I don't think I want any more of these. I could bring in Chain to the Rocks. Maybe that's good for if he like makes his stuff big. I don't know. Better than Bolt, maybe. We'll try this out. Yeah, we have Rest in Peace, Hidetsugu plus Ragavan. I think this is good. I think I just want to go red-white here. And then green-black, maybe. Or green-blue. Yes, Haywire Might again, then he's got it again. I Dismember. This is fine. I don't think I'm going to Preordain turn 2. I'm going to just jam Rest in Peace. These don't have an answer to Ragavan. Remember? Play Scales. Dismember? No, because it doesn't have an answer to Ragavan. This is good for me. This is very good for me. Now, I could Tear Asunder Scales. I don't know if that's amazing, though. Play my own Ravager. That's not amazing either. So, could Preordain now. I have to Fetch Shock to do it. I could play Rest in Peace. I think I'm happy to just Preordain for another land and then just hold up Tear Asunder. I don't think, like, Rest in Peace is that useful right now. Like, maybe he goes Ballista, and then I can... If he goes Ballista, that's kind of annoying, but I guess I can clean up stuff with Hidetsugu, so maybe I just try to find another threat. Land or threat would... Find a Draco. Not the land I want. This is bottom. This is bad. I'm gonna bottom both. Get a Kavu. Could play Kavu here. What do I give up, though, if I do that? Giving up the ability to hit Hidetsugu next turn. Most likely to go Saga turn 2 plus, like, Ballista. Yeah, just play Kavu. I don't think Tear Asunder is Hardened Scales right now is the winning line. Could be wrong, but I think I need to wait for, like, the Ozolith or something scarier. A 2-drop. He's got Ward 2. This is amazing. Attack with both, I think. Discard. I know he doesn't have Saga. Great here. What do I want to discard, though? Like, is discarding Preordain smart? Like, what am I realistically going to do this turn? You know, if these trade. What if they don't trade? Then I might just Tear Asunder. I discard Tribal Flames. That feels bad, though. But what am I trying to do here? They trade here. I have Hidetsugu. I'm not going to play that this turn. Maybe I'll Preordain for a land and then Rest in Peace or something like that. I think I need to attack first. He probably doesn't block anyway. Yeah, I just discard Tribal Flames. In this case, I mean, it feels weird to do, but I got a Brawler. I'm surprised if he blocks. I don't have a great way to deal with this. Okay, he's really scared of the Ragavan. That's good for me, actually. Thinking about it. I'm actually fine with that exchange. I think I just jam Brawler here. And I don't care about his Hardened Scales right now. I think that was correct. He's gonna go Saga. I can Tear Asunder the Saga. That's all he's got. Okay, now we're in trouble. Are we, though? Not really. We still don't have Hidetsugu mana. Okay, we attack. What is he gonna do? So we rest in peace now. He can sack an artifact. He'll cut off his modular trigger, so he's going to be forced to do this. But his Ravager's going to get very big if I do that. He might be able to kill me next turn. If we just attack, he sacks things, and then I can Tear Asunder it. I don't hate that. I could also Preordain for something. Also try to discard this Temple Garden to find a third land that's a black source for Hidetsugu, but Hidetsugu's not that good right now anyway. Discard Preordain. Seems stupid. Need a black source, though. All these cards seem good. We're just going to exile. See how he blocks here. If he doesn't block at all, then I just jam Rest in Peace, I suppose. Okay. He's going to take 8. Loses all the counters. Wait, he's still... That's kind of crazy. I thought Trample didn't work like that. But I guess it did. I guess I don't know how Trample works. We're in an okay spot. Also don't have a black source for Hidetsugu, which is kind of an issue. These Saga's tokens are going to be annoying. I guess we go Preordain, black source, Rest in Peace. Maybe I was supposed to loot Preordain last turn, but it feels wrong. I guess we also Preordain into like a Tribal Flames or something, potentially kill him. There's a boss. Give me a black source, please. Okay, he just... Come on, dude. Seriously? Literally just rebuilds his whole board in one turn. Okay, that is a black source. How do we want to do this one? Land. How do I not die? That's like the big issue, right? Because if I go... The jamming Rest in Peace will stop for a second here. So he sacks here. So I can force him to sack beforehand, right? I'll do this and I'll force him to sack right now. But then I can't... Think about this for a second. So I force him to sack now. I have a way to... I think I can do this. I think I know what I'm doing here. I think I need this untapped. Be wrong. Start with Preordain. Looking for like a binding. Ugh, on them both. That was bad. That was a bad Preordain. Rest in Peace. Because we can loot this way with Kavu. I wonder if I sequence this right. Like maybe I was supposed to jam Rest in Peace earlier. But he still doesn't have a way to get these counters back. So he can make his Ravager huge. But he has to do it right now. And like he can get Haywire Might next turn and kill the Rest in Peace. But then I don't know if he can still kill me that turn. Maybe he can. Maybe I did play this incorrectly. I'm not entirely sure. Like maybe I was supposed to just jam Rest in Peace earlier because these modular triggers. But I think it's just tough. Like I killed his Zabaz and Ravager, and then the next turn he plays Zabaz and Ravager. Meanwhile, still has Saga ticking up. So he just kind of refilled his whole board. And he just happens to have like Ravager. Like again, we can hit Hidetsugu next turn if we can live for it. That's a big if though. Yep. He has a 7/7. I can't attack a Kavu and do a 7/7. So how do I deal with this? I'll have to chump it. Or I could attack with both. But I'm going to die on the crackback for sure. I have to just hope he makes Saga tokens and stuff. And then I'm going to have to chump with Brawler. And yeah, I can't deal with that Ravager without a binding or something. He can get Ballista, but he can't kill Rest in Peace if he does that. So, but he can still get... Yeah, I don't think I attack here. I don't know. I'm not in a great position again. I'm hoping he just does nothing and makes Saga tokens, and then I can just play Hidetsugu. I don't know. Maybe I played this right. It's like tough. Like him making the Ravager 7/7 so brutal, but it's just like I have Hidetsugu and he keeps having 2 drops. I mean, I guess he did have, he had Ravager. I mean, it's the 3rd Ravager he's had. It's just like, damn. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he has a better threat. I think Ravager is his best threat, but I could be wrong. I just don't have a way to deal with this Ravager right now. See if he makes a token. I'm gonna have to block it with Brawler most likely. Unless he has a way to like kill Brawler that I don't know about. I mean, he might just have lethal and I just don't know what I'm doing. Possible. This is one of those tougher matchups where, like, did I, last game, did I need to kill Zabaz when I did? I don't know. This game, was I supposed to kill the Saga earlier? Like, I was supposed to Tear Asunder the Saga and not the Ravager. And, but then it's like we're in the same boat where we have this giant Ravager that I can't deal with. So I think he did the fine thing. He lost all those counters, but just the next turn, he was able to rebuild everything again. And maybe I just had too many sideboard cards. Like, I had Rest in Peace and Hidetsugu and Tear Asunder, and, like, I just didn't have enough pressure on board. We're back into this, like, normal, like, damn, this deck can win on turn 5. My deck can win on turn 4, but only when I have a very good hand. He doesn't, like, disrupt it at all with, like, any blockers or anything. It's like we're about to lose on turn 5 again in a very similar fashion, I feel like, to last game. Although we're in a much better shot position this game, and he's, like, really thinking about what he's going to do here. Notably, Rest in Peace does turn off a lot of his win cons, though. So he could get, like, Haywire Might and then destroy the Rest in Peace, but that means he can't get Ozolith. So, like, he has no way to get this Ravager on a Ballista. The Ravager counters onto a Ballista like he did last game. Unless he just has Ballista in hand. And then he gets, like, the Ozolith. Okay, so he goes Nature's Claim on Rest in Peace. Okay. So now he could kill me. Maybe he has to be able to do a lot of damage. Load some mana. So this Hidetsugu is really rotten in hand. He didn't make any Saga tokens, and he has a 2-drop on board. Kind of brutal. There's the Ozolith. And this is Ballista, and I just lose again? Maybe. Yep. Come on, dude. Seriously? Right, so he can make his Ballista huge. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to play better. 10/10 Ballista, not lethal, but he can kill both my creatures. Oh, now it is lethal. Dude, like, what am I supposed to do against this deck? Maybe I had to just kill the Saga and not worry about the creatures, but I feel like I don't get anywhere with this. Okay, well, I don't know. I think we can look back at the decisions and points, and maybe there were a couple. I just think this was I talked a little bit to my opponent, and he was like, "Yeah, I think he basically was like, I think I drew well this game, and you had good hand. Like I had good pressure. I had hate cards. I went after his creatures, but he had 3 Arcbound Ravagers, and he had Nature's Claim to kill the Rest in Peace, and then to find lethal, and he had Ballista in hand to find lethal. So it was like I felt like he had everything right. And again, we're on turn 5, and I lost again because I didn't have enough pressure. So I don't know. I think I played this correctly. I felt less certain about last game. This game, I think I played correctly. I just think my opponent, outdrew me. Maybe if you're watching, you put in the comments like what you think I should have done instead. But these kind of just bad beats today, honestly, the past 2 games. I think I could have played that scam game 1, round 1 better. It was so close, so I think I could have been there, but it's what it is. Okay, back for round 3. We're trying to get to 3 wins to at least get our play points back. So I'm going to mulligan this. This is awkward. Okay, so we could go... this is so awkward. I mean, this is basically a 1-lander. I mean, it's not a 1-lander, but like we can't play both these. So we could go something like red-blue, play Ragavan. If he kills the Ragavan, I can't really do anything. On the other hand, I could try, I go to 5. I think I keep this. We'll put back a Travel Flames. And let's just go try to lean on Ragavan turn 1. Maybe my opponent just plays a blocker, and then I can just bolt it. Not, then we don't green mana, which isn't a great place to be, but we will persevere. Opponent kept 7, I believe. Yeah, they did. Okay, we're probably against Scam, but let's see if he has Fury. No Fury. Good for me. Very good for me, because now we can go... I'm assuming he has Bowmaster turn 2. Only reason you would do a play like this. If I get Fable, I think I just have to play that, right? And I just outgrind him. I think that is the play here. He goes Fable, that's fine. I'm sorry, if he goes Bowmaster, that's fine. Again, I'm expecting Bowmaster here. Okay, we're still in a pretty good spot, though. Fury 2 for the Goblin Shaman. That would be annoying. Though not the end of the world. Just annoying. Like some green mana, please. I think he's thinking about doing it right now. He's going to grief me, and then he's going to Fury me. Take Bolt, maybe? Take Stub, maybe? Can't cast Nacatl, so I don't think taking that makes sense. Take Stub. Took Stub, that leads me to believe that we're going to discard a land plus Nacatl. Not bad, though. Oh, actually, we don't want to do this because of Bowmaster on board. Uh-oh, is it too late? We care about this? We're fine. Go Sacred Foundry, Hawk. He knows I have Bolt in hand. He probably shouldn't block here. In fact, does not block. Guessing he has his own Fable in hand. Did I need to... It would have made it too obvious what I'm doing by shocking there. I'm expecting his own Fable. No. I wonder if I was supposed to discard a draw there. Like, it's awkward because I only have red, blue, white. I only have 3 types right now. But we can actually play Kavu, but he's only giving me a 3/3, which isn't amazing. Maybe it's better than nothing. Let me start making copies of it. Next turn. What we're going to have to do. I think we want to pay 1 to make a copy. Do we copy Kavu or Nacatl? I guess bad if he... Which do I care more about him bolting? Or Fatal Pushing or whatever he's going to do. I have another Bowmaster in hand. I don't think I want to dash Ragavan here. If he goes Undying or some shenanigans, then we'll live with it. Exile cards from graveyards. What a weird game. All thanks to my opponent's Fable. Thanks to my monkey doing monkey things. And he knows about the Bolt in hand. Okay, he just gave up. Okay, we got... Looks like games are starting to go our way. Against Scam, we're going to go Tear Asunder. We're going to go Celestial Purge. We're going to go Chain of the Rocks. We're going to take out a couple Brawlers. Take out our Stubs. Yeah, 1 Stub in. Or do we want another Brawler in? 1 Stub could be good against the fair game plan, but we just go Brawler. That's what I've been doing. We'll see. It's better against their unfair hands, but probably worse against their fair hands because, like, Fable is such a big deal in this matchup. Like, if they just resolve a Fable and I'm just going for this 1-for-1 grind plan, it doesn't really work anymore. So that's the downside of cutting the Stubs, but I think we're still doing that because we're against a discard deck. They're more likely to try to go all in for their scam hands than I think try to keep the fair ones, but maybe I'm wrong. I find myself losing a lot more to, like, we saw in round 1, losing, I deal with their scam thing, and then they go, like, double Fable, and I just lose to the grind of Fable. Yeah, I can play this correctly. Okay, I think this hand is good. We have 3 removal spells in case he grief scams me. Plus we have a threat. Pretty good. The thing that's a little annoying is, like, I can't play... I have to decide how I'm going to play this one. See, if he just goes like Ragavan turn 1, that'd be the best, because then I'll just go Sacred Foundry. Be done with it. Chain the Ragavan. Goes tapped Malachor Rebirth. Weird. Okay. He could have Fury Scam. Awkward. So now we're in the position where I don't want to play a Nacatl as a 1/1 because of the risk of Bowmaster, so I have to play a Temple Garden. So but I still need to be able to get a blue source. So the risk is, this gets me both my basics. This gives me basic forest, but maybe basic plains matters more. Green, white. This is my only way to get a blue source, so I would have to get green, blue exactly. This is my only way to get a black source too, but I think we're going to go Windswept Heath Temple Garden here. That's what we're going to do. Usually I like to save the Windswept Heath because I can get an untapped black source with them, but I think in this case I'd rather have the flexibility of the Flooded Strand to get blue mana. I can always get white mana if I need it. against like a Blood Moon situation, which my opponent might very well have because of not having a turn 1 play. Or he has Fury Scam. Either way, if he has Fury Scam, I deal with it too with Chain to the Rocks or Travel Flames. I'm not too worried about that. Next turn, we could go something like red-blue, or we could just go Sacred Foundry. We have a few options here. And Thought Sees away something. Maybe he takes Chained if he has Fury Scam. I can still Travel Flames him though. So again, I don't think he has Grief Scam, or else I don't know why you wouldn't just do a turn 1 on the play. But I could be wrong. Takes Bolt. Why? What world would he take Bolt? Is he expecting to Blood Moon me, perhaps? Okay. Is it because now I can just get a Forest? Okay, so the options here, I want to make Nacatl a 3/3, right? But I don't have a great way to do that because like his hand is seemingly bad, so I'm guessing he might just Blood Moon me. Do I care about that though? Like I could just play a, maybe I did sequence this poorly. No, I think I had to do it. What I did, I could just play a Plains. Like why would he take Bolt? Does he have? That means he must have Ragavan and he's planning on dashing next turn instead of Blood Moon, right? Or else why would you take it? But I think in that case, we just play Savai Triome. If he gets me with Blood Moon, he gets me with Blood Moon. Don't have a blue source doing this, but I do get a black source. I think this is fine. I think he can dash Ragavan, which I don't think I really care about at this point. I'm not going to play defense just against the Ragavan dash risk. I will apply pressure. And if he dashes Ragavan, again, I don't care. Just jams Blood Moon, good on him. We're just going to do nothing. Okay, again, this could be Bowmaster here and try to trade. Not ideal. I think maybe Bowmaster is going to try to trade. It's like a fine trade by me. I go 12. Terminate. Go Bowmaster. Okay. Trade your whole board for it. You are. Okay. We could get a blue source. We could just not care about Blood Moon. That might be a good strategy at this point. Like if he goes land Blood Moon, I could get him down to 7. Maybe we need this Tribal Flames later. I don't love just like throwing out Tribal Flames because he could have like Shieldred or Scam Fury. I think his hand might just be like a bunch of 3-drops though. And which is good against what I think like obviously I could get Jegantha here, but I'm still 2 turns away from casting it. So I think I just have to be mana efficient here and get a blue source. Probably a blue-red maybe. We have another red source in hand though. I guess I could, no, I need blue. So I can get green-blue or blue-red with what I have in hand. Go blue-red. Get the damage in now. Again, he could Blood Moon me. It's not the end of the world. He also will only have 1 swamp if he does that. Hurts him a little bit. It makes it hard for him to hard cast things. Again, so I guess he took the Bolt because he didn't want me to be able to Bolt Bowmaster, so he couldn't trade. But I think that's a good trade for me. I mean, he paid 2 mana to get nothing. And probably another Bowmaster. I also have nothing. Just exciting. I get a Forest here. Got a lot of cards in hand, but he must have all just 3-drops. I only guess. Seems choked on mana. Okay, now he has mana. Let's see if it goes Blood Moon here. That would actually be amazing for me. He would have no black sources if he did that. Spyro. I guess a lot of lists are playing Spyro now. I don't know. I wish I had Bowmaster, but that's fine. And discard 2, draw 2. What do you discard? Thought Sees Grief. I guess he just didn't want to grief me. He knew my hand sucked. There. It did indeed suck. I think we're a Forest. I already have double red. I guess I didn't need to do that right now. I could have just waited. We have Brawler too. I think it's jam here. Obviously, you can have a removal spell. I think it's better to just jam instead. Like, I don't think Chain to the Rocks on a Season Pyro is that valuable to me. And it's kind of annoying because he can just chump here. I guess I get a Brawler, and that'd be a reason to play Jegantha, not play Jegantha here. But I think this is still better. We have now increased the chance. We're just being more mana efficient. So now maybe we draw another threat next turn and we can play it. We can double spell. I'm assuming he has Terminate or something. Shieldred. I guess I have Chain for Shieldred, so I don't care about Shieldred. Maybe he's just going to hardcast Grief here. Like Brawler. Yes. He's going to play Terminate. Sure. He's going to dash Ragavan and play Terminate. He's getting in for a lot of damage this turn. And we could lose this game. Like, out of the question. Probably we can't cast. I would have liked to cast it, though. So now, keep a white source open. So green, white for Brawler. Green for Nacatl. Play another white source or another green source. Another white source and red source, I think. Do I care about the Season's Pyro? Like, what's he most likely to cast next turn? Fury? And then I can Chain to the Rocks it. I think I need to do that. I don't care. I think I care enough about Spyro. Like, obviously, you can get tokens, but I have Trample. And also Undying Spyro, which I need to be careful about. But he has a lot of cards in hand. He's just going to hardcast Fury here. Hardcast Grief, I guess that's a downside of playing Chain to the Rocks, but okay, not much to me. Fury Scam here. A Bowmaster. Could have Undying Spell for Season Pyro, so I think I just blocked elemental tokens. Okay. You have Scam Fury, I guess, would be really bad here. Maybe that's what he's doing. You're just like setting up for 50 turns for this. Yep, that's what it is. Okay, well, I mean, this is like basically an impossible thing to play around. It's really hard to play around the late game Scam Fury. Like, you just went, I mean, pretty good turn, Blood Moon into Scam Fury. Well, like that, I just don't, you know, I think you just eat those and Chain to the Fury. Okay, so we know he doesn't have a removal spell in hand. He's afraid of Ragavan. At 5, I'm not dead yet. But yeah, I am. Okay, now I am my opponent to 1. Oh, no, I can't put him to 1. I can kill the Spyro. Could have an Undying Spell. Be the biggest blowout here, right? Because I'm going to kill this, take 1. Yeah, it's just so annoying. It's stupid. Let's enchant this mountain here. The stupid Wicked Roll token doing 1 damage, literally winning him the game here. I mean, I was probably going to lose anyway, but stupid Wicked Roll token. I hate you. Hate you, game designers. Why did you do this to me? So if he has an Undying spell, I'm dead either way, right? I could do this. Yeah, I mean, the biggest blowout would be second Undying spell. But, like, what's the alternative? I go to 1. Is that a winning line? Can he exile? He does have mana to exile and create 2 more tokens, which is kind of annoying. But, like, killing one of these tokens, I go to 1. I lose to Bowmaster. Doing this, I don't lose to the Wicked Roll, but I'm basically lose anyway. I don't think I can play around at this point. I hope he doesn't have it. Come on, just give me the last card. Okay. I mean, we're still very much dead. Is there any reason to play this? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I get another land plus Scion, no, there's no reason to play it. I wonder if I could have played this game better. I'd have to look at the sequencing. I think I was in a pretty good position. Just that Blood Moon into Scam Fury to wipe the board was just brutal. And maybe he was just waiting till I overcommitted the whole game to do that. But at the same time, I don't know really how I play around that without seeing Leyline Binding. If I had Leyline Binding, if I had Celestial Purge, if I had Bolt, there's a lot of options, there, but I didn't have any of those in hand. I didn't have any instant speed stuff. Okay, so he just had Bolt though. All right, good deal. I think I'm happy with how I played that. I don't know, maybe put in the comments if you think I should have done something differently. But I played around Blood Moon decently well. I just couldn't play around the Spyro following turns, Blood Moon plus Scam Fury. Maybe I didn't apply a ton of early pressure. That was kind of the downside, but I'm also on the draw, and that slowed me down a little bit. Was trying to play around Blood Moon kind of. My opponent did stumble early, but I just didn't have enough pressure to kind of take advantage of it. I feel like I'm gonna keep this turn 1 Ragavan. Don't have Black Source, but we'll make do. We're gonna Steam Vents Ragavan. He has 7, so he's probably got some kind of scam thing going. Hope it's not scam plus. It's like Scam Fury plus Grief or something crazy. Actually, that would still be fine. He just does the scam thing. My hand should be somewhat resilient to it. Nah, not really, though. I guess he just take both bindings. And if he has the thing that allows the Grief to go in untapped, then I'm really in trouble. That's basically how I lost first round. See what he has here. We just removal spell for Ragavan. Zone Ragavan. Okay, that's not that scary. Deal with that. Right away. Okay, I think we need to play Temple Garden here. Again, he could just have Bowmaster, so I didn't get a ton of value out of this Ragavan. Exile of Fury, though, which is fine. We got the treasure token. If it can get us where we need to go. He doesn't have Ragavan, then I can give my give my Ragavan first strike, which is pretty handy. Okay, so he's gonna scam Fury here or just Fury here? If he scams it, I'm in very good shape. Unless he also has Thoughtseize. Kind of just annoyed. We're in pretty good shape then, I think. Unless he has Thoughtseize. But I think you would Thoughtseize first if you were doing that. I suspect. Second land. Does place it tapped. Okay, so the conundrum here is, do I think my life total is more important than this treasure token? I think it is, because I have enough lands to kind of do whatever the hell I need to do, that I don't think saving this treasure, obviously we can save the treasure token, have double binding up, but I don't think that's worth it. I think I just don't want to take more damage in a kind of grindy game. I think we're gonna go, we want double red, I think. We don't necessarily want double white. I think this is fine. Right, we need a black source. I don't want to take the 2 extra damage. I am using my treasure token to do this now, but I think with another land in hand, I'm not going to be choked on lands anytime soon. I think I'd rather go with the life total here. Of course, the difference between this and round 1 is I saw my Leyline Bindings. So that was not something I saw so much in round 1. Okay. Opponent has nothing going on. I also don't really have anything going on. I guess I'll just move Jegantha to hand. We don't draw. Okay, Kavu. Always handy. Right, so we go red, green, Kavu. I think we play this land in case we draw another and start want to get Jegantha and stuff. There you go, Shieldred. That'd be nice. Do it. You guys Blood Moon. Would also be fine too. Maybe he's just going to try Jam Blood Moon here. I'm not really sure. Or Spyro. Spyro would be the most annoying. Like Blood Moon. That's scary with my hand. Okay, Shieldred. Sure. I think we are happy just play Nacatl, grab Jegantha. But also grab Jegantha, loot Jegantha. Would I get a land? That's pretty bad. What am I trying to look for, though, if I grab Jegantha, loot Jegantha? If I just get hit a land, it's that's the worst case. What's he most likely to go? Shieldred next turn, maybe? I can loot Jegantha if I have the option. So I think it's better to just attack, exile a card. I don't think looting Jegantha at this point is a great move. I think I just want to have that additional card, or have that additional threat. And this game could go a lot longer, so he might have a removal spell for Kavu or something. We'll see if that comes back to bite me, because he didn't have Bowmaster mana up, notably, so I could have tried to loot away this Jegantha. But I mean, if I top deck a land here, then we're in very good shape. We'll just jam Jeggy. Okay, so it wouldn't have made much difference. He would have looted this card anyway. Bolt him. Do I let him trade, or do I just swing for 8 while he's tapped out? Right, if I let him trade, he goes here. I think I just kill it now and don't let him swing. That's correct. Keep my pressure on board. I guess a Fury could save him. Land plus Fury. That'd be, but I don't know. Gotta have Bowmaster, I guess. I think I just am happy to play another Kavu. I think it's better than land. Okay, we got there. First win. Unfortunately, it's round 3, not in round 1. So, but it feels good to get the W. My playing, was it the cleanest? I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and watch these games. I think this game was fine. I think that game 2, I don't know. My only hesitation with the game 2, and I have to rewatch it, is like maybe I was just playing too conservatively early. It didn't apply enough pressure, and like I could have just, he stumbled a bit, and I could have maybe just, if I applied more pressure, won that game through this situation because he like didn't do anything for the first few turns. But this game, the difference this game, of course, is like Leyline Binding is very good in this matchup. So I think one big difference between like this game and how my round 1 went, I feel like, is that I saw 3 Leyline Bindings to answer his 3 big threats, and then that won me the game. But like if I don't see Purge, Leyline Binding, things like that, removal spells, then we see what happens. Notably, he didn't have Fable this game. I think that also makes a big difference in the matchup. So I think that's why in the sideboard plan, I like to bring in those select those purges and those Chain to the Rocks, because I found him to just be very, like, I just deal with his big threats, and you can get ahead like this. But anyway, we got there 1-2, so hopefully we can fight back to 3-2 to win some play points. I'll see you guys for round 4. Okay, here we are back for round 4. Looks like I'm on the draw. My opponent has 7. I think this hand is pretty good. We're going to keep this. We don't have a 1-drop, but we do have some lands and spells that are good. Go ahead and keep. Opponent is more hardcore. Looks like like the Yoggers. Really hoping I draw a bolt here, or else we were quickly in trouble, because he can go turn 2 Grist. Start pumping out tokens. Bolt. 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 Okay, now I am concerned. Let's think of how we want to sequence here. Yeah, it's not ideal. Okay, we'll see. This is a little slower hand. I think we're just going to go Savai Triome here, and I don't think if there's a reason to go Zagoth. Let's see. He has the Grist. He does not. He does have the Soul Cauldron. He has the Hierarch. Okay, so now I'm kind of like, what do I want to do here? I feel like if I just do nothing, let's go Savai Triome. I feel like if I just play a creature here, I probably lose next turn to just like all the value. So problem is, like, do I bind Halfling? Do I bind so you can put a creature on here? I think I just have to bind the Soul Cauldron. Yeah, I think we just have to pass till end of turn, and then okay, he does not activate Soul Cauldron. Why? I guess there's no reason to. He would exile a card to get the free counter, though. There's Yawg. I guess I have to. So it goes Yawg. All right, so what's our plan here? Right, I can bind Soul Cauldron. I think this is pretty bad to have Soul Cauldron on the field with Yawg. So I would have bind Soul. The problem is, like, binding Soul Cauldron, Tribal Flames Yawg. I'm still not in a great spot, but maybe I just hope to hang on that way. Maybe I get a 1-drop. So I don't think letting him resolve Yawg and start doing the whole Soul Cauldron thing is that smart. You can still sack things. Maybe this isn't correct, though. Maybe I'm supposed to. No, I just don't think it can't be right to let him untap with, or let him do stuff with Soul Cauldron and Yawg. Maybe I'm overvaluing Soul Cauldron here, though. I could have done that last turn. What would that have accomplished? I don't think much. I was expecting him to actually activate Soul Cauldron. He just, like, didn't. We've applied no pressure yet, but our hand is all clunky with 2 drops, which is kind of the problem here. Yeah, I think we just have to kill Yawg. Kill the Yoggers. We get another binding, which is interesting because I could bind Yawg. I could double spell here. Bind Yawg, play Kavu. I think that's a good move. And the next turn, play Scion. I want him to let him put counters on Kavu. I mean, he could have another Yawgmoth. He didn't even sack any creatures here, but he could have Grist. I'll live with it. Go Tribal Flames. Board for Yawg. Board for 3. Grist, I guess. Sack one of these. Grist is annoying, but it is what it is. Okay, it doesn't even do that. Okay, so we'll kill Grist this turn. Very good. And we could roll up Stub. Probably fine. I messed this up, though. Stub's not amazing, but probably he did not see me getting this. Or do I want to discard a card? Like, discard Brawler. Get another land. Brawler, Stub, Tribal Flames. Or, yeah, I think this is fine. Another binding is good. Okay. And if he has Court again, then I can stub it. He's only got 1 card in hand. So, and I have answers to if he just natty draws another something. He has nothing. Now we can start going on the offensive. Could have a Endurance. But now I'm feeling very good. Could loot away this land. I think I want it, though. I think I want my hand. I think my hand's great. He could Endurance, ping. I think I'm fine. Get the Grist out of there. Take 9. I think I just need to play Kavu here and hold up binding and I don't think there's much downside doing that. Again, he has to find an answer for the Scion, which I guess he has Beseiju would be his one answer. He can start chumping, but I'm still in pretty good position even if he does that, and that means he's not getting his Yawgmoth back. Yeah, we got there against Yawgmoth, against a pretty good start, but we drew pretty well. And, like, again, I think Leyline Binding is such a powerful card. We saw it again. We saw it against Scam. It's like when you when you see it, it feels so good. And like matchups like this, it was like, oh, let me deal with your Soul Cauldron. Let me deal with your Yawgmoth. Oh, look, I have 1 mana to deal with like another one, you know. So we drew well, but, you know, I just think Binding's such a good card. And, you know, post-board, he's going to have Force of Vigor and stuff like that. But pre-board, he didn't have that, so I wasn't as worried about those kind of blowouts. Okay, let's bring in our Reprieves, our Celestial Purges. Let's bring in our 1 Rest in Peace. And do we want to bring in Tear Asunder or not? Let me look at how I normally sideboard for this. 2 stub, 4 Ragavan, 2 chained. Okay, so I'm going to bring in chained. This is kind of, like I said, an older list. So we're going to trim on stubs. And I don't see a Tear Asunder in there. He does have Soul Cauldron, so it makes like Tear Asunder slightly better. But if he doesn't have Ring, then I think it's like kind of narrow. We might just cut on all 4 stubs that are like kind of bad in this matchup. Ragavan's not good either. Maybe 2 stubs are better than Ragavan. Let's see. He'll bring in stuff post board. Maybe Tear Asunder is good to kill, to exile things, but we also have Purge for that already. So maybe this list is fine. Cut 2 Ragavan. I don't think I have anything else I want to play. I think there's debate whether I should bring in Tear Asunders or not. I think this is fine, though. I don't think I need them. Could be playing Ring, but I think it's unlikely in most Yawgmoth lists this time. Okay, this hand's got Bolt, so I think I would keep this. And if he plays the Dork turn 1, then we're in a pretty good spot. We can set up for Dork, Bolt, Dork, Bolt the Bird turn 1, and then Kavu turn 2. Okay, so he doesn't have that. So what could he possibly have? He doesn't keep. He could go like Soul Cauldron turn 2. I get another Bolt. Okay, so the question is, do I want to think about this for a second? I could Preordain turn 1. Looking for what exactly? Like, I don't think there's going to be useful stuff for me to bolt turn 2. I don't think he has Thoughtseize, but I kind of have a hand that's stacked. Like, I could try to find a 3rd land, I suppose, by just Preordain turn 1. Think that's fine because he might have Bowmaster in hand. So let's get that Preordain going right now. Let's go green, blue, red, white. Maybe just try to find a 3rd land or like a binding or something. I think that's fine. I'm trying to decide if it makes a difference when I go like blue, red versus what I do here. We're going to go green, blue. We're going to look for a 3rd land or just like another sideboard card or something that's good in this matchup. And that's neither of those. We bottom Scion and then play Kavu. Or we could bottom both to just try to find a land because we already have 1 Kavu. Or try to find a 1-drop. I might just bottom both. I know it seems kind of weird because they're like all good. Same time, like I want to try to play Scion on turn 2. And I'm going to bottom both. I don't know. Maybe this wasn't correct. Okay, we got the land. And I don't know what would be worth bolting for me this juncture. I don't think there's much. I'm expecting him to just have Bowmaster. I don't really care that much about. You could go Bowmaster into Grist, which would be kind of annoying. The reason to play around Bowmaster, so there could be a reason to not play Kavu right now. I'm afraid of Bowmaster into Grist, but I don't know. Then I can like bolt Grist next turn. Kavu is the most mana demanding, so I'm just gonna jam Kavu here. Set up for the Scion next turn. Again, if he goes Bowmaster plus Grist next turn, then I'll live with it. I don't think playing Brawler there is necessarily like any better. I guess I could, like what he's setting up to do. But I played around it. Like I could have played Brawler. I could have played nothing, right? And he just ticks up Grist. That's not great. This turn, I'll at least be able to basically bolt Grist and play Scion, which I think is a good place to be. Unless he just doesn't have it, which he doesn't have it. Okay. Good. Get an Endurance going. Could get a Force of Vigor going. We're happy to go lower on life to be able to double spell here. But do we want to? Maybe we just hold on to Bolt. We have so much burn in hand. Make our Kavu a 5/5 when you do that first to be able to play a Force of Vigor. He blocks. I have a 5/5. I play Nacatl. I think that's fine, though. I think I'm fine keeping this burn in hand. Life total is low, so I might just try to go fair game plan and beat me down. So Nacatl or Bolt. The only problem with going Nacatl is I am kind of choked on. If I play second Bowmaster, is he able to trade with my Nacatl? He is able to trade everything, but it's first strike, so maybe it's better to just bolt him and use the red mana now because of like the red sources what I have in hand. Also stops him from doing any. He doesn't have Undying shenanigans, but he probably have in hand Yawgmoth maybe, or you just have another Bowmaster. Another Bowmaster makes this larger. Do I care about Bolt at that point? Because it'll ping 1 and then do 1, 2, 3. I care. I just play Nacatl here. No, it's very close. I don't know what to do. Do I need to keep up Bolt? I keep up Bolt in case he does have some shenanigans. Maybe I loot away Brawler here. Try to find another land, another red source. That could be useful. Could have another Bowmaster, so actually let's not do that. 14. I didn't play another creature, which maybe I should have. We'll see if that bites me in the forward for 2. Okay, so maybe he's gonna try to get Blood Artist here, plus Yawgmoth. Now I look smart. Actually, I don't know if Hibatra's ever gonna deal combat damage, but okay. Okay. I have enough damage in hand to kill him this turn. I don't. Right, because I could bolt him again. So it's 6, it's 14. I can do 14 to him. Oh, no, sorry, I can do 11 to him. I'm just trying to think if it's worth it to get. Maybe I just get another Savai Triome and then just bolt Hipatra and just go with that. Go like that. What, he's going to start getting these Death Touch tokens. They're going to be really annoying. Yeah, he could have another Bowmaster, so I can bolt to try to connect with Kavu. Loot away something. Bad if he has another Bowmaster, but he hasn't had it up to this point. And Exile Hydetsugu. Bolt plus Nacatl plus Brawler, maybe? Just force him to... He'll go to 9. Really bad against specifically a second Bowmaster. That would be bad. I'm not pushing. I'm basically wasting a Bolt. The other option is just like Tribal Flames plus Bolt him. I think this is fine, actually. I'm going to let him block this. And I'll just play a bunch of threats. I think we'll play Brawler. I'll hold up Bolt. Okay, it's fine. He's going to gain 2 life from Shieldred. Actually, no, I exile Shieldred. So I'm 1 short of lethal, right? If I exile Shieldred, Tribal Flames him. So he'll save 5 damage this way, right? If he blocks here. So we could Bolt right now. Exile Shieldred. Do... okay. We got the win. Unless he has like something else hidden up his sleeve. Really gonna need to overthink this one. I don't know why you would be considering attacking here. We're gonna Bolt this Bowmaster. Set an upkeep stop for us. Purge Shieldred. Okay, we got there. We would have swung. We didn't quite have lethal, but we did have lethal because we were Trial Flames him. So sorry, I kind of slow rolled that one a little bit. I just had to, I don't know, I had a brain fart and wasn't thinking of the math. But yeah, had the upkeep thing so he doesn't gain any life. Attack for 13. He goes to 1. Tribal Flames for the win. So pretty comfortable wins against Yawgmoth. Again, I saw good cards, so I guess that was good. I didn't think my hands were particularly amazing, but it seems like my opponent's hand wasn't particularly amazing this game either. We had turn 5 wins both times. My opponent didn't have a Yawgmoth. Their big thing was the Hydetsugu, but they kind of went all in on that line, and it kind of backfired on them because I just stayed patient with the Bolt. So I could have just kept the Nacatl there though, and it would have accomplished the same thing. So maybe it was better. It would have saved me the Bolt, and I could have like just walled the Hydetsugu with Nacatl. So that was the only line I was uncertain about of like, do I need to hold up a Bolt here or not? I think maybe I was supposed to just play Nacatl, but on the other hand, it allowed me to like use my red mana. So yeah, that was the only line I think I was maybe a little loose. I should have just played Nacatl, got another blocker on board, especially knowing he doesn't play removal. So it's like, what am I really worried about there? Like, I don't need all those bolts. He doesn't have Thoughtseize or anything like that. So let's just hold on to that burn to close out the game, you know? Okay, so we fought back to 2-2 from 0-2. We need 1 more win in round 5, so I will see you guys for that. Okay, I am back for round 5 on the play. Let's see what my opponent is on. Okay, probably Scam. Looks like everything he's played recently has been Scam. So let's see how our hand does against Scam. We can go a little clunky having this basic plains. On the other hand, we mulligan against Scam. Like, what are we really going to play here? We go red, blue. Ugh, this is awkward, right? It's just this plains is so awkward because like I could play green, blue, then play white, but I don't have a red source then. I think we mulligan this, even against Scam. This is fine. Get rid of one of these Triomes. Get rid of, I'm trying to think if it makes a difference what Triome I get rid of. So we can go, turn 2, we're likely to go, Savai Triome gives us the option. Let's get rid of Zagoth Triome, and the reason is just in case that turn 2 for some reason I have to Leyline Binding, I don't have to bet shock to do it. I don't know why I would, but no. I'm on the play, so I have my own upkeep stop, which is fun. And we'll get ready for this game. I'm gonna turn off my upkeep stops. Catacombs, let's see if it's Scam. Thoughtseize. Yeah. And take, he could have Fury Scam, so Scion, he might take a Scion, just get rid of the threat. Could take Preordain, could take Binding, takes a Scion. We're just gonna jam Scion here. It's a discard deck, there's no reason to like wait on it. Interesting, he just went basic Swamp there. May unknown matchup, you don't want to take damage. Okay, so he knows about the Preordain, knows about the Binding, he does not know about Stub. Be mono black. I don't know, kind of weird start to him. He doesn't even have red mana right now. Gothy? I don't think I really want to play anything here because if I Preordain don't hit blue mana, then it's gonna be bad if he just goes Fable turn 3. So he can try to race with Gothy, but it's not gonna work that well. I could be wrong. He doesn't know about Stub, so let's see if he just plays a Fable here. Okay. Get to sack the Gothy to get a Scion back. So did I sequence this correctly? Maybe. Nobly doesn't have the better Undying spell. Good. Look, it's too risky to not bind the Fury right now. Jam Kavu. And he can get a Scion, but that's fine. I have Tribal Flames for it. Right? I believe he has Scion. Yep. Okay, he goes Fable. So again, he knows about the Stub, but now I think I'm in a pretty good position. If he just sacks the Gothy to... Nope. Okay, he's going to just race. That's overall fine. Discard anything. I'll try to find another land, but I kind of like my hand, so he chomps. I doubt he's going to chomp. That'd be stupid, I think. He's probably just has Fury in hand. Do we want to save this for a Fury? Do we just want to deal with the Gothy now? Dealing with the Gothy's now, it's not amazing. Like, I kind of want to play Brawler. Let's see, he goes attacks, goes Fury, Fury's Brawler. To go Grief, take Tribal Flames. Gothy beat down is going to be annoying. Also gain life with Gothy. I think I'm just going to kill Gothy now. Doesn't seem amazing, but I think I just do this. Gonna make it harder for him to race now. And he can just go Goblin Shaman to Fury, but then he'd trade it with the Kavu. I think I'm in okay shape. I don't know. You could have debated to do things differently there. Maybe I'm playing too afraid. Second Dothy. That's annoying. Doesn't want to attack. Okay. We get a forest. What do we do with forest? I guess we can hold up stub. Pretty useful. And he knows about stub. I think that's fine. Yeah, this is gonna make it hard for him to race. Not impossible, but hard. I think I've played this right. I mean, I could be wrong. Terminate. Okay. That's annoying. Was he gonna take Scion, I guess? Dothy again. Oh, he gets the Dothy back. Now he gets Scion too. Or removal spell. Yeah. I mean, Preordain. I mean, it's gonna be bad. He's gonna gain life with Dothy. I'm in bad shape. I don't think I would have done that though. I can't gain any life. Am I wrong? I don't think he has lethal yet. I'm gonna loot away this Steam Ments. I mean, it's a close game. Ended up the second Dothy was really annoying. Attack for 7. Dude, stop! Oh, he just has the infinite loop doing this. Okay. But now this is bigger than that. That's like kind of important here. So he only has that as long as he has an Undying spell. If he has Bowmaster, he has Bowmaster and good beats. I have to discard Steam Vents here. Interesting. That's 6. That's 7. Okay, so I guess he has lethal, right? If he does 6 to me, if that thing dies, he makes the copy. I kill this. Yeah, I guess he just has lethal because of stupid Wicked Roll token again. I mean, it was a close game. I got him to 1, but 1 is not 0, right? I kill this, he does 1, and then he can do 6 to me. I mean, I tried to kill the Dothy when I could. Maybe I had a different sequence I was supposed to take. Like, he just keeps getting Scion back every turn, right? Because he keeps having Undying spells. Or sorry, he can just keep getting back the same card every turn with the loop here. So I needed to deal with this earlier. How was I supposed to win this? I don't know. Tribal Flames here. He just makes a copy again. Tribal Flames here. I just can't win. Frustrating. Maybe I can win. I think I can. Yeah, I can. All right. Well, it was, again, really close. I don't know if I have any regrets of how I played, other than I guess I didn't see the loop with reflection into Dothy, into this, but it was just, scam does the scam thing. Turn 8. I thought I was in a good position, but we just couldn't get there. So, I'd have to rewatch. Like, maybe there's a way to kill Dothy early. I did kill the first Dothy though, so he just had a second Dothy, and that's what did it. And Dothy's not even that good against us. It just was amazing there. Thought I had that game. Okay. We're gonna bring in the normal stuff here, which is just those 4 cards. And we're gonna take out the stubs. And we want Reprieve. No, we don't. We don't want Rest in Peace. We don't want any of these other cards. This is what we're gonna go with here. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like I was in such a good position there, and then like all of a sudden I wasn't. And it was just like that loop with like Dothy. Just couldn't get past it. I feel like maybe I had a way to do things differently. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm supposed to keep this even against Scam. Another really awkward hand with basic planes. Basically a 1-lander. No green mana. I think we have to keep this. I think we get rid of Scion, and then we just pray that this monkey can get there. And basic planes is really awkward here, but I don't want to mulligan a 5 against Scam. I just don't think it's worth it. It might just destroy my hand anyway. So I'd rather just do this. At least we have like Lightning Bolt to kill his other threats. Might just like get hit, and then I can like play a Kavu as a 3/3, which isn't amazing, but maybe I do it. Maybe I draw a land. This can happen. Hey, Lightning Bolt. Hey, now we're in bad shape. He's going Dothy. Okay. Well, my hand's like uncastable if he just takes Lightning Bolt. Turn 2 Scam, so yeah, I mean we might just be losing now. I just feel like I'm so poorly positioned, but I don't think it's right to mulligan any lower than what I had. I have a lot of good top decks here. And he has Are you serious? I don't know how I win this. That's one way, but he's gonna hit me with the Ragavan every time, so I have to chain the Grief. He'll take 1. Or not. I mean, it was a good top deck, but I am still in bad shape getting hit by this Ragavan every turn, and he can cast like everything in my deck. I need to just buy time. He knows my whole hand. I mean, Fable here would probably be the worst. I mean, I don't know, a lot of things would be the worst if he hits it. Tribal Flames is not terrible. He can do 2 damage to me. Yeah, I just need a forest, basically. Okay. Well, we didn't draw another land, and that's probably what's going to do this game. So I don't know. I just want to rewatch game 1. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I could have redone something. Maybe I wasn't supposed to keep this, too risky of a hand, but at the same time, like, he discarded half my hand anyway, so I would have just been at lower cards. But this isn't the most functional hand, but, you're on the play, you lead with Ragavan turn 1. You had to have exactly... You could have a lot of things, but now he has nothing. Give me a land, please. Okay. Yeah. This is a frustrating way to do it, but maybe last game I thought I was ahead, so I'm thinking maybe I just misplayed, and like there was a spot where I could have done something differently to win the last game, because I felt like I should have won that. At least like how I was positioned at one time, and then all of a sudden it was like, nope, I'm dead. Nacatl, which he can cast. So give me a land, please. I mean, it might be too late now, even with a land. Okay, not nothing. You can kill the Ragavan. He has like unlimited mana. Could have another Ragavan in hand, which would be a reason to wait, but it gives him more time to draw an Undying Spell, but at least I'll save the trigger. Sorry, save him from like dashing another one. But we're still taking hits from the Nacatl, cool fashion. That's an Undying Spell, he does. Sure. So again, we're in really bad shape here still, even if I get a land. I need to get one with green and black on it, which I can't do without Fetch Shocking. He's got Fury too. Yeah, just the game. I'll get out of this. Okay, well, we didn't get the play points. We ended up 2-3. Tough loss to Scam. I had to rewatch that game one. I must have misplayed or something because I felt like I was in like a winning position and just didn't work out. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of content. In terms of the list, I actually felt like the list was fine. I mean, I think we just, we lost to Scam twice, so you can be like, oh, and whatever, but like, I don't know. I don't think having Bowmaster would have made a difference over Preordain. I actually think Preordain is better in that matchup against Scam. And I have 2 Celestial Purge in the sideboards, plus Chain to the Rocks. So, I've got kind of 3. I've got a lot of answers to the Scam stuff. I don't know what else I'd be willing to add more cards. I think like we have enough cards, so like Preordains are good, Purge is good, Chained is good. I don't know if I should go any lower to just try to plus up the Scam matchup when I feel like it's fine with these cards. It's just today, but today again we went 1-2 against Scam, so. Maybe there needs to be an adjustment. I'd have to rewatch the games. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this content, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.